Welcome to the Hangout, y'all. I'm going to get it right this week because I said Mindset Monday last time, and it wasn't even a Monday because it's on Tuesday. So, welcome to the Hangout. We are glad y'all are here with us today. Um, Kelsey sends her apologies. She thinks that it's just horrible that she's missing 2 weeks in a row. But she has her daughter's birthday is today, and they have something planned tonight special. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. That's why we do this business, is so we can put our families first. And I think that's really important for us to do. So y'all be sure to send Kelsey a message, give her a really hard time for not being here tonight, and give her grief about it. Let's see. I'm going to make you the host here, Kim, so I can swap over. And all right, you should be getting the pop-ups when somebody tries to join.
Okay.
And you also have the ability to mute all if you need to, like if somebody comes in and needs to be muted, you can mute them individually or altogether. So tonight we have decided that we need to talk about this incentive. A lot of you are newer consultants, or you're new enough that you have never earned an incentive trip before. So we want you to understand exactly what you're doing. Like, will you mute all and then I'll unmute myself, Kim?
Yes, if I can figure out how to do that, because I
Okay.
don't see any of that. None of that's popped up for me.
Are you on your phone? Let me see here. Let me reclaim host for a minute. I will reclaim host. I'm gonna mute y'all and then we'll kind of go from there. All right. I'm still unmuted, aren't I? Okay. All right. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Kim, as far as the host to let people in. Okay. So now we're going to look at the incentive plan, but I don't want you to focus so much on the incentive plan and exactly what you're doing to earn this trip, because that is something I think we need to do like one-on-one. Like if you are close enough to come to a meeting and sit down one-on-one, that's what you need to do, because if you do that, then the leaders that are helping you build your plan are going to be able to look at you as a consultant, what your title is, how many people you have in your downline, who you have that could possibly hit sensational start, who could promote, could you promote? They're going to look at your plan and build your plan according to who you are as a consultant. And that's what's important, because we're all at a different place. We're at different titles. We have different amounts of people underneath us. Some of us have leaders under us, some of us don't. I mean, there's just so many things that go into what makes up the points for these trips. Okay. I was talking with my leaders right before the call, and I was like, what are some things that you can think of that when a new consultant is talking about earning this trip, like what are the questions you can think of that they're going to be like, I don't understand this, or I don't know how to do this, or whatever. Um, and one of the first questions that came up, Kim says, can I earn this? A lot of people think, can I earn this? I'm a brand new consultant. Like, is this even possible for me? Because with most organizations, it's just written in the rules that the people that are way up here are the ones that earn incentives, right? The people that are in the higher management positions, or, like in a car dealership, it would be the big dealerships that have a lot of inventory. Those would be the people that would earn those incentives and things like that. Y'all, that is not the case with a Cincy incentive at all. I'm here to tell you that if you are even an essential consultant, meaning you just joined and you haven't even promoted to certified yet, you have a way better chance than anybody else to earn this trip, because you have all these title promotions that you can go through. And each one of those promotions is going to give you points. So, for example, Shannon is a star director. Shannon has one promotion left. That's the only promotion she has left that she can earn points for. But you have several different promotions that you can reach for, and you're going to get points for all those. This is absolutely a trip that anybody can earn. So don't for a minute think, I'm not going to be able to do this. You can do this. If you set your mind to earning this trip to Greece or earning top 50 to South America, you absolutely can do that. And those of you that have earned trips before, I've seen y'all shaking your head like, yep, you sure can, because I did it, Um, and probably you didn't believe in yourself when you first earned your first trip either. But because you've done it, like, this is so doable for anybody that truly wants this. And these trips are absolutely worth it. They do take a lot of work. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's just going to be easy. Things worth having don't come easily. So it is going to be a lot of work, but it is going to be absolutely worth it when you board a plane and you fly to Athens, Greece, and you get on a amazing cruise ship, Royal Caribbean cruise ship, and you go to cities in Greece and Turkey and spend a week with Cincy family, and you don't have to pay a dime for it. Y'all, that's just unheard of. It's crazy, but that's what can happen if you really work this business. Something else us leaders talked about is social media a requirement? Like, there's a lot of people that just don't do the social media thing. Or you may be right the opposite. Maybe you do nothing but social media. You don't go out and do home parties. You don't set up at events. Social media is your jam, and you've got 10,000 TikTok followers. I don't know. But whatever the case is, you don't have to be one way or the other. You absolutely can earn this trip no matter how you do it. I know a superstar director right now. I'm kind of following some of her posts. She has a board that I've been using, and she does nothing but online parties. Her entire business is run with online parties. All she does. Now, I'm not an online party guru. You give me a sack of testers and some catalogs, and I'd rather go to somebody's house any day and sit there and drink wine with the girls and pass the testers around. But I can earn the trip that way. She can earn the trip the way she does it. You can earn the trip the way that you do it. Maybe you have a bunch of TikTok followers, and literally you get orders just because people follow you and they see what you're doing and they love, who you are. People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So however you form that relationship with your customers, that's okay. You can earn this trip. Tina said one of the questions that she thought people might have is, how do I get PRV? That's a really good question, and it's something that I didn't think about, but a lot of you may be coming into this thinking, well, I'm somebody that struggles to get 200 PRV a month. Does that mean I'm not going to be able to earn this trip? Because it's going to take more than 200 PRV a month to earn any level of this trip. But you can still do that, because we're going to talk to you about some ways, and there's trainings everywhere, but there are lots and lots of ways to get PRV. Tina, can you unmute? Will you kind of give us a couple of the things that you were talking about, ways that you get PRV? Because Tina is a 9-year annual sales earner. Is that correct, Tina? Oh, you're still muted. Kim, can you unmute her? I'm not hearing her at all.
Let's see if it'll let me.
You should be able to click on her
Oh, I see.
microphone.
Okay. Unmute. Did I unmute her? Nope.
Yes.
There she goes. Okay.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Okay. I do a lot of fundraisers. I do mostly fundraisers for individuals because be honest with you, it's easier. There's always somebody out there that is either in the hospital, they got laid off, they need help with burial expenses for a loved one. I'm doing one right now because I've got a family that owes $5,000 on their brother's funeral. And it's a friend of mine here. So it's a great way to help somebody. You're giving back. You may not make anything off of it, but you're helping somebody. It's a great way to get new customers. I've actually gotten recruits off of fundraisers. I usually do the Scent Circle fundraisers. And it's, if you do $100 or $200, that's PRV that's going to go toward this trip. It's going to go towards helping you earn annual sales. And you're also helping out someone. And I look at it this way. Yeah, sometimes my fundraisers may not make $100, but that's $100 for a family who's needing extra money. It's gas money, it's money you spend in the hospital, and every bit helps. So you're helping out a family or someone in need, plus it's helping you on the back end to get your PRV, your annual sales, PRV for the trips. So, that's just something there to keep in mind because there's always somebody out there that needs help. So, and it's just a great feeling to do that, to know that you're helping somebody that needs it.
Yeah. The motto at Cincy is give more than you take. And y'all, seriously, if you do that, it's always going to come back to you. It will.
Yep.
And like working on incentive plans with people today, some of the things I always say is everybody that you have that you're working with underneath you and underneath them and underneath them, all of those people that you're working with, they're rising up, right? As they rise up, what are they going to do? They're going to push you up. So if you worry way more about the people underneath you than you do about yourself, they're going to push you up. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about you if you're helping other people. I know Judy's got a fundraiser going right now. She's already killing it. She's almost at 1,000 PRV this month already on the 6th of the month. So, that's how you get that big PRV. Fundraisers can be such an asset. Even though you're not keeping your paycheck from that fundraiser, you're donating that to that organization. You are building a huge customer base, y'all. You're going to meet so many people through that. So make sure if you're doing fundraisers that you require 3 things: a full name, an email address, and a phone number. If you don't get those 3 things, you send that packet back and say, hey, I need email, phone number, a full name on all of these. Because y'all, you're giving away your commission. You need to get something out of these fundraisers. So make sure that you are building your customer base with those. Those are your future hostesses, your future customers, your future team members. You want to take advantage of that. So, another PRV thing that I think is huge, and I'm telling you this because it's an idea that does not work for me, but I know it works for other people, and we're all different. We're all going to do different things. Kelsey does a scent crate every month. I think some of you do some of your individual scent crates. And that is huge because that's PRV you're going to be getting every month. You come up with a different theme, do your own little box. If you are not creative like me and you don't want to burden yourself with having to come up with those things, do the whiff box every month. Just try to get as many whiff box orders as you can together, put in one big order for whiff boxes, and you're good to go. But those individual scent crates, sometimes people like to see those cute themes that people come up with. So that's a way to add to your regular customer orders and get some extra PRV. Another thing that we talked about is anybody else got any ideas about PRV that they want to share? Just raise your hand if you do, and we'll unmute you. Okay. All right. I want everybody to have a chance to chime in if there's anything you want to add or questions you want to ask. Just feel free, or you can type them in the chat, and we'll try to keep a check on that too. So Kim mentioned accountability partners. I think accountability partners are a great thing to talk about because y'all, some of us in this call right now, the only people that we have are our Cincy people. And that's not to say you don't have anybody in the world, but when it comes to this business, and let me text somebody, tell them let this dog in before I lose my mind. Y'all, she barking. She's driving me insane. Anyway, accountability partners, that's what we're talking about. Some of us don't have those people that literally are pouring into us and saying, you know, I support you in this business. I know you're going to do great things in this business. You are capable. Y'all, we need that. If you are trying to earn this trip that is 65,000 points for the top level, you need encouragement. You need somebody on those crappy days when you didn't sell a thing, or you flipped a party and then the person decided to quit because they decided they didn't want to do Cincy or whatever. You're going to have bad things happen. You're going to have crappy days. You're going to need that support. You're going to need somebody to step in and make you feel a little bit better about your day. Okay. You're going to need somebody sometimes that's really honest with you, even if it hurts your feelings. Everybody in here have probably hurt their feelings once or twice before, because I've probably told them something they needed to hear, but they didn't want to hear. And sometimes that's what your accountability partner needs to do for you, is they need to tell you hard things that you need to hear. So find somebody that is maybe close to the same level you are, close to the same title that you are. And trying it. If you're a star consultant and you're trying to promote to superstar, find somebody else that's trying to promote to superstar consultant. Work with that person, see what they're doing, what's working for them, what's not. Encourage them, let them encourage you. I think that's really important that we do that for each other, because there's going to be hard days, and there's going to be days, I don't care, like if right now you are 100% hell-bent and determined that you are earning this trip, you're going to have days where you're like, forget it. I'm done. I can't do this. This is impossible. And you're going to get mad at Cincy, and you're going to be like, why did they do the points this way? This is so dumb. I don't understand this. I can't get this many sponsoring points, whatever it is. You're going to have those moments. You got to have somebody slap you back into reality. So find somebody that will tell you the truth, that will be honest with you, that won't pamper you and tell you, it's okay, sweetie. I'm so sorry. I know the points suck. You don't want somebody that's going to do that. You want somebody that's going to kick your tail. So, we're going to look right quick at, if I can find it's because I'm not the host anymore. I'm sorry. I have to reclaim the host again. I'm going to, show y'all some things on this sheet that's hopefully going to help. Okay, I reclaim the host one, but I got a share button. I need to share my screen. Host tools, maybe. Well, y'all, all my stuff has disappeared.
Jojo, get over here. I'm sorry.
Get over there, Jojo. I don't know where my screen share went. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, I found it. I don't know why my little thing at the bottom went away, but it did. So, all right. So let me get back to downloads here. All right. So this is the incentive action plan that I'm using. First of all, let me say, use what works for you. I'm going to get this posted in PDF form, but Shannon and I both tried. I think Beth has tried. We can't figure out how to get it done. So we're going to work on that. We're going to make sure that it is posted in PDF form. But until then, what I'm going to do is go in and post pictures of it. You can still print pictures. They just might not be as clear as a PDF. But this is the plan that I'm using because I feel like everything you're going to need is on here. So you've got all your levels at the top, how many total points you need, how many sponsoring points you need, and all the things. If you see something that you need answered during this, just feel free to unmute yourself and chime in and say, hey, I got a question. Because what we want to do tonight is we want everybody to ask their questions and figure this out, because I want you to leave here going, I'm ready to do my personal incentive plan. I'm ready to earn this trip. Okay. So PRV, we've talked about that. Basically, PRV, your personal retail volume. If you get one PRV, you're getting 1 point. You get 2,000 PRV, you're getting 2,000 points. Whatever it is, it's going to be the same. So in order to earn this trip, everybody, regardless of what level you are shooting for, you can have no less than 500 PRV, because to get paid at any title, lead or above, you have to have 500 PRV. So if you're going to hit promotions, if you're going to be recruiting people, if you're going to be trying to help your downline to grow, which is what's going to help you earn this trip, you have to have 500 PRV. If you normally have 500 PRV a month, I want you to shoot for 2,000. I know that's crazy. It sounds insane, but we're going to give you these ideas for this PRV. We're going to share these fundraiser forms when they come out. We're going to show you the things that we're doing that are working for us. You're going to have an accountability partner that's sharing things with you. So it may sound like a huge number, but we're going to show you how to do that. And y'all, this is the fall season. During the fall, you will have people come to you and say, I need to place a Scentsy order. I mean, am I kidding, ladies? Like,
Nope.
People will come to you and say, I need to place a Scentsy order. So one thing that you need to do in order to make sure those people are coming to you is you need to make sure people know you're a consultant. If you don't have that you're a consultant on your social media, if you don't occasionally post your website or some Scentsy pictures or something, even if you're not a social media person, you need to somehow get the word out there. Hey, I'm a Scentsy consultant. If you don't do social media, something you can do is you can do Scent and Warmer of the Month, and you can mail out those Scent and Warmer of the Month flyers every month. Even if you don't do the warmer, even if you just do the scent, you've got 50 flyers every single month that you can mail out, or you can walk around and hand out and meet new customers. But you have to let the world know you're a Scentsy consultant, because most people are not going to go out and say, I wonder what Tina sells. They're not going to do that. But they know, because Tina posts on her page at least once a day. They know that Tina Young is a Scentsy consultant. And even if they don't personally know her, they've heard her name because they've seen her fundraiser stuff be posted here and there. They've seen, a flyer that she's shared or whatever. They know she's a consultant because she makes sure that people know she's a consultant. Don't hide it. Let the world know that you are a consultant, okay?
Shonda, can I say something?
Yep. Please.
Another important thing is always make sure that nothing leaves out of your house without your information on it. Make sure you have labels on everything, because you will be happy you did. I had it to happen to me. But anyway, just make sure that every product that you send out of your house has your information on it.
Every single product. Go, Kim.
Too. So one thing that just for everybody, know your customers. Have just conversations. Sometimes unsensy, building that relationship, but I had to go to the doctor today, and she said I always take a whole bag full of bars, and she was so excited because I know one that she wants. I reached out to her and I said, "Hey, this is going to go away. Do you want me to add it to my club?" Because she just is like, I don't know how to do the club. I don't want to do it. I do it for her. So that's fine. But she said, "Is there anything fall in there?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't bring anything fall. I left it all at home. It's 10% off. It's summer." She's like, "I don't want to talk about summer. All I want is fall." And I was like, so there are people that are already like that. So you need to know your customers. Know, and the other doctor in the office, I know what he likes. So I made sure to send, and he bought a 6-pack of bars, which I knew he probably would. But I just didn't even think. I'm like, oh, Dr. Del Toro Diaz, she's gonna love this one. She didn't want anything she didn't want to hear it. She's like, if it's not fall, don't want to hear it. And she was very specific, and I'm like, all right, now I know what to do, because I do have fall and winter bars from last year. I'm going to gather those up. I'm going to go pick up the ones that were left, and I'm going to take those back. So it's even at your doctor's offices, even at your dentist, wherever, because even if they're not buying, somebody in the waiting room loves and knows Scentsy. They're going to hear and stop you on the way out. So talking about what Tina said, brand everything, because I always make sure, if I'm at the grocery store, I'm taking out bulbs or something. I'm like, oh, kids grow up and you become a Scentsy consultant, you trade toy cars for, bulbs, whatever it is, make that opportunity happen, because there is an opportunity every day. It's always a choice, and we make that choice to keep our mouth shut, or we make the choice to open our mouths and say something. So make that choice to open your mouth and say something.
I love
That's all.
that. There are opportunities every single day for you to share Scentsy.
Yep.
That I think that all of that was important, but I think that's the most important thing that Kim just said right there that I want you to really zone in on. There are opportunities to share this business every day. And you're going to start, if you will listen, you'll start to recognize those opportunities. Y'all, when you have that one little moment in your head where you say, "Oh, I should say something to that person." Yes, say it. Do
A
not
million
hold back.
Yeah.
Do not hold back, because you know what? That person may be your next very best customer. They may be your next rock star recruit.
Mhm.
Something we were talking about today when I was doing some of these plans, I was telling them about a little bit about my story, and some of you have heard this before, but I had a first cousin that she had parties for me all the time, had really good parties, $800 and $900. Every single new catalog that came out, she did one. And she was a registered nurse. She was having infertility issues. She just had a lot going on in her life. And so I thought about, oh my gosh, like she would be a great person to have on my team. Like I should ask her to do this. Should be great. But I didn't ask her because I thought to myself, I gave her all the excuses. She's too busy. She wouldn't want to do this. She already makes good money. Like all these things that I made excuses for her instead of allowing her the opportunity to say yes or no. And guess what happened? I didn't ask her. Somebody else did. And she joined their team. And she was a rock star for them. And you know what? That's going to happen to you one day. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't ask everybody, if you don't take advantage of these opportunities when they present themselves, that will happen to you. So
Yeah.
I don't want to see that happen to you because it hurts. It really does. Kim?
Hey, Chonda. Nicole said she wants to give an update on her son, and also she wanted to add something to the conversation. So can
Okay.
you unmute her?
Yes. Um, okay, Nicole, I asked you to unmute, but I don't know why it's not letting me actually unmute you. There we go.
I hit the unmute button.
You're good. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
We good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I know, Shonda, I said this to you, on our one phone conversation. I tell my girls this all the time. Take Scentsy with you everywhere. Do not go Scentsy naked. You're gonna regret it. I went to a friend's house. She had posted about having a 4th of July party. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to know anybody here because she left it open to everybody. I'm not going to know. I'm not going to know anybody here. Nobody's going to want to sit around and, you know, smell testers and talk about Scentsy and everything. Nobody's going to do that. And that's what I told myself. And I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm grabbing catalogs. I was grabbing testers. You name it, I was throwing it in the truck. And product stuff, like full size products. And we were sitting around the campfire, and we got talking, and my friend's mom had actually said I was going to post on social media looking for a Scentsy consultant. She said, I'm glad you brought your stuff. I'm glad you brought this up. So, moral of the story, take it where, even if you're nervous, even if you're like I was, and was like, nobody's going to give a crap. Yeah, they will. And she's ready to put in, she's ready to put in an order. She's ready to, so just don't be afraid of putting yourself out there, because that's the only way you're going to grow, really, is by putting yourself out there. And, so just do it, make it happen. I know I wanted to give an update on my son. For those of you that don't know, again, Shonda, we had this conversation. He has Lyme disease. He was diagnosed early this summer with Lyme disease. He's had a hell of a summer. It sucked. He hasn't been able to go do nothing. He's being a trooper through the whole thing. We're just about done with his medication. His doctor gave him the okay to go back to school, but no sports. He's really, really weak. And I've been coordinating with the school and the doctor all day today, making the accommodations for when he goes back to school. Getting him his doctor's notes and things that she has restrictions for him and things like that. But he is getting better. It's just, it sucks.
Yeah.
As a mom, it sucks because I'm going to get emotional here, guys. I'm sorry. It sucks as a mom because I can't make it better for him. Yeah. And I can't take the pain away from him. But he's being a trooper. And she said it could take him a while to get better.
Yeah.
To get his strength back. But
that sounds like really good news that he's able to hopefully be going back to school soon and all that. So our prayers are with him, Nicole. Thank you for sharing that update.
You're welcome. Sorry,
really hope he improves fast. Really do.
He is. He I just got to get him to listen to the doctor. He's putting up a little bit of it. She keeps telling him not to overdo it. And he's 12, and he wants to just go. Right. And he's like, Mom, I don't have the energy. It's like, dude, listen to your body. You're going to heal a lot faster if you listen to your body.
That sounds like every 12-year-old kid though, right there. They're not going to listen. They're going to do it their way, and they're hard-headed, right? So.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That sounds like some adults too.
Right. Exactly. All right. So
he's getting better. He's getting better.
Good deal. I'm happy to hear that, Nicole.
Shonda.
I saw another question on here. I'm gonna get to that, Mandolin, in just a second. Beth, what you got?
Okay, so I went back, the email you had sent us, you were talking about the PDF.
Yes.
When I saved it when I downloaded it, it saved it to my drive as a PDF.
Okay.
So
So can you share it from that?
I can make the link shareable and I can post it in our group.
Please do. That would be such a big help.
Okay.
Because I saved it to my drive and I couldn't figure out how to get it done. So
Okay.
yes, that would be great. So y'all look for that. Beth is going to try to get that posted for us because some of us have electronic difficulties.
Do y'all want me to put it in the comments down here too to grab it? I don't know
Yeah,
if
that'd be great if you could put
if
it there and then
Kim
put
and
the
them
group
want-
too.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Gotcha.
you. And if you'll just put, like, when you put it in the group, will you put 2024 grease incentive or just something so it'll be good and searchable for us? Grease incentive tracker or something. Thank you. All right, Mandolin, I'm sorry I missed this earlier. I was not paying attention to the chat. Mandolin asked what usually goes in the scent crates. Like, do you just put one scent in there with different things or multiple scents? There is an entire group on creating your own scent crates. You cannot do is what a lot of people do is they'll take 2 to 3 products. Maybe if they're going to do a $35 box, they'll take 2 to 3 products and the theme may be, Hawaiian tropic. And you've got some Paradise Punch bar and a Blue Grotto pod, and you've got a mini fan in there or something. This is just throwing it out there, and I know that doesn't add up to the right amount of money. But basically, you would have 2 to 3 products in there like that. And then you would throw something extra in there, like if you found some cute little Lays at the Dollar Tree or something like that to make it cute, throw some confetti in or whatever. And, a lot of people just do these little themed boxes like that. But there's an entire group like that will show you the themes that they're coming up with for the months. A lot of these people have their entire year planned out. Every single month they do a box. Maybe in Christmas time, they may do their regular $30 box or $35 box, and then they do a $60 box at Christmas time that you can do for a gift or whatever. I will make sure, I'm going to make a note right now, and I will post the link to that group so that you can get on there and see. And hopefully that will help you kind of figure out, is this something I want to do? It may be something that you want to try to implement into your business. So yes. Stick with what I got. Roseanne says, update that list of 100. Y'all, that list of 100, I know a lot of people look at that and say, oh, that's old school list of 100. Y'all, if you use a workable list of 100 and you literally update that when you meet new people and you take people off of that list when they join your team or whatever, if you use that list the way that it's intended to be used, a list of 100 is an incredible tool for you to use. Beth has posted that tracker link in here for anybody that needs to see that. Book those parties and flip them. Those are new customers in PRV and points toward the incentive, Roseanne says. Yes. That is a big thing, flipping parties. If you have never flipped parties before, all you need to do is go to your sponsor, just do your party as normal. Go to your sponsor when you get ready to flip that first party and say, hey, I've got a party I'm ready to flip. Can you show me how to do this? I promise you, if your sponsor says no, come find one of us leaders. We're going to help you and walk you through that, because flipping parties is a big part of this incentive. You're going to have a lot of people that have a really good party. And if you present the options to them well, a lot of them are going to say, sign me up. I want to do this. Yeah. Something that I always like to do when I have a party, especially a home party, because they're usually bigger. I like to sit down and on a piece of paper, on one side, I will write down the host rewards. On the other side, I write down the host rewards, the benefits of being a consultant, how much money they're going to make on this party if they join. Anything that I can think of that's a positive, I'm going to write it down on the other side. And I'm going to present those two options to them. I'm going to say, you can get this much free and half price, or you can get this much free, this much half price, the opportunity to earn an incentive trip to Greece, a free website for 90 days, a paycheck of $250 or whatever it may be. I'm going to go through and I'm going to break that down for them so that they see all the different ways that it is going to benefit them to just become a consultant instead. I mean, even if they're not going to work this as a business and they just want to use that to, get a discount on their products or whatever, they're going to see the opportunity in that. How can you not, right?
Hey, Sonia, Amber
yes.
has a question.
Okay.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so those I got 4 downline, but I'm not having any, like, they're not responding at all.
Okay. So I want one of you other leaders to unmute and tell her what to do right here.
Get more people.
Yes.
Keep reaching out, but get more people. If they're not responding and they're not working, don't waste your time. Check in on them, but get new people.
You can't beat a dead horse.
Right. And I know that's hard because Amber, you probably look at those people and you think, well, some of these people are my friends and I hate to just give up on them. You first have to change your mindset. You're not giving up on them. They are giving up on themselves. You are still there. You're still helping them. You're still leading them if they need that help. But if they refuse to do the things that they need to do to make this business work, you have to move on because you have a business to run. You have a trip to earn, and you want to get all the points that you can. You're not going to get points from somebody that doesn't want to work. So you're going to need to go out and you're going to need to recruit. And I know we made a plan for you. You're going to have to revise that plan. If they don't, they don't fall into that category of somebody that promotes to certified like we thought they might, then you're going to have to go out and recruit somebody new that is going to promote to certified and replace that person. And that's just part of the game with every single one of us. We all have those people that, we go back and we look through our downline and we say, oh man, this person's 200 PRV away from promoting to certified, but they won't even take my calls. They won't even, they don't even have a party on their website. They don't have an open party on their website. Sometimes you just can't fix that. They're done and they've already thrown in the towel. And so like Shannon said, all you can do is say, you know what, I'm here for you. If I can help you, let me know. And you move on to that next person.
And I'm sure I can speak for other leaders. I have 110 in my downline, and I probably have 40 that actually work, maybe every month. I mean, there's going to be people that sit there at 0 until they fall off. And there's going to be people that have 99 PRV. I mean, you just got to, some of them don't even respond, but I mean, you can't hold yourself back on that. And I did want to touch on, because I do the mystery bags. I did boxes.
Oh, yes.
And I made them all cute and went all out, and they took me forever to do when we came back from SFR in Austin in 2019. And my first month doing them, I had 36 boxes at $25 each. Mm-hmm. Now I do 35 and 55. But there's some months I may have 5 boxes, and there's some months that I have like a crap ton. It just fluctuates. But I've gotten new downline from that. I've gotten customers buy new products because I do not tell them what are in the boxes, even though they ask. I will have somebody message me that has gotten boxes before, and they say, well, I was just wondering, I know you probably can't tell me, but what's in them? And I'm like, different products every month. You'll get more than what you pay for, because I do use my rewards to get more stuff. So if they pay 35, they're getting at least 40, 45 worth of product in their boxes. And that's one thing, you cannot have anything less than what they pay in Scentsy product. Yes. So even if you add in, say, necklaces and candy and all that. That cannot be added in with your volume for Scentsy product. So that's just extra stuff that you buy.
And just a tip, don't put candy in your boxes with wax or it's going to taste just like the wax smells. If you do, put it in some kind of container because it will taste like it. But yeah,
and
that's
I
a good
stopped doing
point.
them
Those
so I
mystery
stopped doing them
bags.
so fancy. I still do them, and I do them plain Jane. I still got people buying them, and they take way less time to put together. I ain't trying to print out 50 different little knick-knack things to put all over it. I put it in a brown paper bag with some tissue and a name tag.
Yes. Do you do themes on yours, Shannon?
I do.
So she
Every
does.
month's different.
So, I mean, y'all, that's the thing about this business is you can do that any way you want to. You don't have to do it like anybody else. But that Scent Crate group will kind of give you some just some ideas and kind of get you thinking. But don't try to go and do exactly what somebody else is doing. Go find something that works for you, you know?
I will say it does look intimidating if you go look at that because they go all out. And when I say they go all out, they have dang confetti coming. I mean, it's crazy how much stuff that they put in these boxes, but that's what they love doing.
Mhm.
I'm a mama of 3 that barely sits still and I homeschool my kids. I ain't got time to do all that. So you got to make it fit your lifestyle and what you're doing.
Well, and you have to remember at the end of the day, why are you doing these scent crates? Are you doing them because you want to build creative things? Or are you doing it because you want to have more PRV and more customers and get your customers to try new products? Is all of that fluff part the important part, or is the important part getting customers to get new products in their hands? So just keep in mind what your goal is at the end of the day. I'm not here to do cute little craft projects. That's not my goal. My goal is for me to have more customers ordering Scentsy every day, and whatever I need to do to get that to happen, that's what I want to do. We are running over on time, and I'm sorry, time has just flown by tonight. But looking at the point structure, is there anything that y'all have questions on? Feel like, I don't understand what this means or anything like that I can help you with? I'm trying to scroll here so y'all can see.
I'm going to say, you're in charge. Like I just, joined and you're in charge and I need you to lower these points for me. I mean, because I feel like you can do that, Shonda.
Right, exactly.
I mean, somebody just coming in, I'm be like, okay, I'm gonna need you to help me with this now.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all right now, this trip is very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to earn. There's no sense in fooling yourself about that. But I don't believe there's a single person that has attended this call tonight that can earn this trip. I know that you can.
Thought it was gonna be harder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I really thought that it was gonna be outrageous.
The sponsoring
it's
points are
definitely
less.
doable.
So, but here's the deal. The sponsoring points are less. You don't have to have as many sponsoring points, so you can go more from a sales point. But if you're really wanting to build your business, which is what these incentives are supposed to do, you need to be sponsoring. You need to be helping those new recruits get to certified. You need to help those frontline promote to that next level of lead consultant. That's what we need to be doing because that's what's going to build our business strong. That's what's going to help somebody else, and that's what's going to grow our paycheck. And at the end of the day, that's what we all need. We need a bigger paycheck. We need a bigger downline. We need this family that we have around us. So I think that's what we really need to concentrate on is building our family bigger, keeping this community close, things like this call, showing up for it. Thank y'all so much for jumping on. Like, this is what it's all about. And I don't know about y'all, but like I have really been feeling the Scentsy vibe these last few weeks. Like it's back. Oh, I know, Roseanne, like, oh, it's just back and it's great. And I see so many people with that sparkle in their eyes again and that excitement and just ready to go out there and kick this trip's butt. and that gets me excited. So, hang in there. If your plan's already derailing, don't let it derail. Just chill out, rethink, figure out, what have I got to do? What I need to do differently? How can I get more PRV? How can I get more people to join my team? Who can I help? Go out there and help somebody. And if you go out there and help somebody to earn a bigger paycheck, you help somebody to earn this trip, you help somebody to promote to another level, I promise you, you're going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish if you go out there and help other people. So, if you are close by Vicksburg, don't forget this weekend, Shannon's incentive planning meeting is going to be in Vicksburg, Mississippi. So whether you are in the Unlimited Potential group or you are in the Oasis, feel free to join us or send your people to us, and we will be happy to help them with a personalized plan. So I've talked entirely too much today, y'all. Thanks for jumping on. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you next Tuesday night. Bye. Love y'all.
Bye.